Transforming your life with hypnotherapy just got easier with your host, Julie from coachinghypnosis.net.
Until now, my journey had been a slow descent into exhaustion, overwhelm, and despair. When I was first diagnosed with metal toxicity, the news was devastating. I was told I was too toxic for treatment. That left me in a strange space. Too sick for conventional medicine, but too determined to give up. I started searching for inspiration, for stories of people who had faced impossible odds and found a way to survive. That's when I came across Kris Carr's Crazy Sexy Cancer documentary. Kris was diagnosed with stage 4 epithelioid hemangioendothelioma, a rare and incurable cancer. She thrived not just on medical treatment, but by integrating meditation, yoga, a plant-based diet, and emotional resilience. Her story showed me that even when conventional medicine has limits, humans have the capacity to find their own path to healing. At the same time, I reflected on spontaneous remission research, which documents rare but real cases where people recover fully from severe illness or late-stage cancer. Many of these survivors share common factors: meditation, emotional support, visualization, a sense of purpose. Knowing this gave me hope that the mind could indeed influence the body. I also thought of Petrea King, founder of the Quest for Life Foundation, who survived terminal cancer and dedicated her life to helping others navigate illness and trauma through meditation, yoga, and holistic practice. Her approach, rooted in emotional resilience and inner coherence, reinforced the idea that healing is possible when the mind and body work together. Then there was Michelle, diagnosed with Parkinson's disease at 60. Her tremors gradually faded through daily meditation, emotional regulation, and building inner coherence. Measurable neuroplastic and epigenetic changes showed that her body had learned to mirror her mind. These stories became living proof. Recovery is possible, even when the odds are stacked against you. I had already studied and held a certificate in clinical hypnosis and psychotherapy, so I knew the science and theory behind mind-body healing. But now it was personal. Meditation felt too passive. I needed something active, something that worked both hemispheres of my brain. Self-hypnosis offered that bridge. Through visualization, I created a vivid inner reality, running on the beach, breathing freely, feeling energy move through my body. Even though physically I was exhausted, in that state, I felt alive. Each repetition reinforced possibility, turning abstract knowledge into embodied practice. I realized I was joining a continuum of people: Michelle, Kris Carr, Petrea King, and countless spontaneous remission cases who had survived against odds by harnessing intention, coherence, and the mind-body connection. Kris Carr, stage 4 cancer survivor, used diet, lifestyle, meditation, and emotional resilience to thrive for decades. Her documentary shows practical daily strategies for living fully with a serious diagnosis. Petrea King survived terminal cancer, founded Quest for Life, teaching meditation, yoga, and holistic healing to thousands, emphasizes emotional support and inner coherence. Michelle, Parkinson's patient, reversed tremors through medication, inner coherence, and neuroplastic practice, proving that intentional mental focus can reshape the body. Spontaneous remission cases documented across cancers, autoimmune disorders, and severe illness. Common factors include mindset shifts, meditation, visualization, social and emotional support, and a deep sense of purpose. The takeaway? These aren't magic stories. They're examples of the mind-body connection in action, showing that when intention, belief, and repeated practice align, profound transformation can occur. So I invite you to join me now, and you can begin to find a comfortable position. And as you do, perhaps you can wonder where the first feeling of comfort begins, in your hands, perhaps in your shoulders, and you can notice the rhythm of your breathing. Just notice the gentle rise and fall, and maybe you'll enjoy realizing that every breath is a small permission to let go just a little more. And I wonder if you'll be curious about how naturally, how easily your body begins to settle, almost as if your whole system remembers exactly how to relax. And you don't need to be concerned how it happens. That's okay. And with your permission, I'd like you to have a new experience in a way that meets your needs perfectly. Perhaps sooner than you expect, you'll begin to notice a calmness spreading, a gentle, quiet energy moving through your body from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. And you can be pleased to discover how naturally your mind and body begin to cooperate. Now I'd like you to imagine a place that represents freedom and vitality for you. Perhaps a beach, a forest, or somewhere that feels alive. Maybe you can hear the sound of waves, the whisper of the trees. Feel the air brushing your skin. And you can begin to wonder when your body will start to remember that sensation of ease. Maybe it already has. And you already know how to breathe, how to move, how to heal. Your body knows more than your conscious mind could ever explain. And I'd like you to appreciate that your unconscious mind can enable you to rediscover strength, vitality, and balance. It's going to be a pleasure to notice subtle changes, maybe in your breathing or a warmth somewhere inside. Those are simply signs that your system is responding. Perhaps you wouldn't mind noticing that every cell has begun to listen to your calm, to your focus, to your intention. And I wonder if you'll be surprised to discover that your body remembers what wellness feels like and begins to recreate that memory cell by cell. Give yourself the opportunity to enjoy that discovery. You might even find yourself smiling without knowing quite why. And it's so nice to know that this calm, this coherence, this sense of possibility can continue to deepen even after this session ends. And that's all right. That's okay. All that really matters right now is that you're allowing your mind and body to reconnect in a way that supports healing, renewal, and peace. And maybe later, when you think back on this, you'll be pleasantly surprised at how easily you can return to this state anytime you wish. And as you begin to bring your awareness gently back into the room, you can carry with you the quiet knowledge that something positive has begun and that it will continue to unfold naturally in its own time. Welcome back. Advanced meditators like Buddhist monks produce measurable neural coherence. Hypnosis, visualization, and meditation similarly create lasting changes in neuroplasticity, epigenetics, and autonomic regulation. Observing Michelle, Kris Carr, Petrea King, and spontaneous remission cases shows that intentional mental practice can manifest physically, even when conventional medicine offers limited options. Knowledge alone wasn't enough. Daily hypnosis and visualization made possibility tangible. Knowledge alone wasn't enough. Daily hypnosis and visualization made possibility tangible. Some days are messy, some challenging, but each session brought me closer to a reality I once thought impossible. I now know I'm part of a lineage of human resilience, a living experiment in the power of mind, intention, and embodied practice. Tomorrow we'll explore the science of suggestion, why belief matters, and how internal coherence transforms into external reality. Step by step, we'll uncover how to take a life once considered out of reach and make it real. Mindfully yours, Julie.